It's the last day of March.
Yep.
And
I look a lamb, huh?
yeah, but I have to thank everyone for watching the show. I am very tired to see things get done so slowly, but it's good to always have our energetic co-host, Mr. Work.
You bet.
Andrew Work.
Hey,
and
good to see you, Vincent Wong, founder of HKSOW.
Thank you.
All right, let's get into it.
What I'm getting tired of, not only is the last day of the month, but also the bad quality of a lot of healthcare facilities, and by that I mean really, really bad treatments of our elderly in many private elderly homes. And we finally see a solution being sealed today in the Legislative Council, of course.
You know, the wheels of bureaucracy and politics sometimes grind very slowly, but they do grind on. Sometimes you see big headline news and you wonder, is anything ever going to come of it? We had the horrible incident of elderly people being left outside naked, getting hosed down. I mean, it was abominable.
Yeah, and you know the name of that elderly homes.
No, what was it?
I hate that name because I graduated from there.
Oh!
They call it the Cambridge.
Cambridge
elderly homes.
Okay.
It's a disgrace for
the name Cambridge.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll refer to it as Cambridge or something to differentiate it. So this horrible incident, and then you wonder, once it disappears from the headlines, does anything change?
Oh, yeah!
Well, today it does. The Establishment Committee is going to be voting on the creation of a number of new posts, as it does. For those of you who don't know, the Establishment Committee is the LegCo committee whereby the LegCo approves and funds new positions and renews old ones with temporary terms.
So today they're going to approve a new post created for the
For the office, I'm going to look it up here to make sure.
Office of the Private Healthcare Facilities.
Office for the Regulation of Private Healthcare.
OPHF.
So I'm getting too old. I can't read this. ORPHF. ORPHF. So, yes. So they're going to be recognizing this. So they are in fact going to put somebody on the job. This is usually the last step when you see something happening, is that they actually fund a position, because once they have that, then they have the money, they can hire the people, then they can make things happen. So Establishment Committee is going to be doing that today. Private healthcare facilities can encompass a lot of things, but I think it's really being driven by this. There were multiple incidents, but that one in particular was the one that hit the front pages and made everybody go crazy and actually got some action to happen.
I do have a question though.
Sure.
I mean, for you, a person who against expanding government.
Yeah. Is it absolutely necessary?
Yet, how do you see the such regulation body?
Well,
I mean, because the market is obviously it's not functioning for the private healthcare office.
Yeah. Well,
but of course, if you provide enough land supply, office space, and you have enough market force, then you can correct that. But without that, it's very difficult.
Well, this is it. Now the question is, why do we not have a better supply of higher quality? I think land supply is always an issue, right? Too expensive.
Yep.
This Cambridge place is apparently still open. I mean, the fact that they have not been completely shut down is a disgrace. But it is because people are so desperate for places in private healthcare facilities.
Yep.
Part of my understanding of that is of course, the real estate costs, as we just mentioned, but also the fact that there's a huge amount of regulation that people have to go through to get one of these things open.
Yep.
So it really constricts supply. So you're adding more regulation on more regulation when part of the problem is that supply is constricted. People just take whatever they can get, no matter how horrible.
So I think as an interim measure, you won't strongly against, but it will definitely not a long-term solution.
Over-regulation is constricting supply, which makes people suck up what horrible conditions they have to.
Yeah, so...
which is less than ideal.
Yeah, that's how solution journalism works. You compare solutions, you discuss about the pros and cons, and I agree. I think having an office to regulate bad behavior can only slow down the bad behavior. I mean, you really need good suppliers to boost up the quality, and that's the only solution to provide better services for the elderly. And I think that's the right way forward. I mean, this is only a stopgap measure, so...
If the person who was appointed to this position was of an enlightened type who was able to look at the entire body of regulations and say, what can we do to increase quality supply? Are the current regulations that we have now inhibiting that process? Likely. If we got somebody who was enlightened, could look at that and say, what can we do to change these rules? I think that would be ideal. So this is going to be one to watch.
Yeah, but most likely, I think it's called the new Office of the Regulations of Private Healthcare Facilities.
Yeah.
I think it will be very typical the SMA type. You know the SMA type?
Sure.
The save my ass type.
Yeah.
So,
write the regulations, tick the boxes. Rather than a more enlightened view.
Well,
but we could be wrong. Like let's
be optimistic. I mean, the high energy level of the good work by Mr. Andrew.
All right, we're always trying to find great solutions, Vincent.
Okay, leave your comments below, like us, share us. See you.